Hey everyone, it's Scott Withers, tournament staff of the 2020 PacWest Classic going on this weekend. This is your virtual players meeting. I'm going to try to get through it as quick as possible, but as a player, you are responsible for the content of this video. First, we're playing one round a day, so we are playing one round of 20 holes each day. It is tee time based, so please make sure you check pdga.com and then go to the PacWest Classic. It should come up on your detail if you go to your own page. That is your tee time for day one. Tee times for round two will be posted no later than 8 o'clock on Saturday night, so you'll need to check back at or after 8 o'clock to find out what time you're teeing off on Sunday, although your tee off block should be the same. So if you're in MP50, say, and you're teeing off before 9 o'clock in the morning, you're going to be in that same area of time slot, so you should have a pretty good idea in where you might be teeing off at. Please check in at least 20 minutes ahead of time for your tee time. Mike's going to have a table set up next to hole one. Just make sure you pop in, let him know you're there. He'll mark his name off, and then if you're an AM, Tiger Discs will be on site to give you your players pack. All PDGA rules are in effect for this weekend, and all state of Oregon guidelines. So first off, the state of Oregon guidelines say that if you're not able to keep social distancing, not able to keep at least 6 feet outside between you and another person or a group of people, that you need to wear a mask. So please make sure that you bring a mask with you for that check-in time, for any other times that you might be with large groups of people. And then also during the event, please make sure you're giving people appropriate space and being aware of social distancing. All PDGA rules are in effect, so please know those rules. Please go over the rulebook if you need to. You will be responsible for all of those. We are providing sanitizer spray bottles next to every basket. The state has asked that we sanitize baskets after every group goes through. So just pick it up real quick. It's got sanitizer spray in it. Give the basket a couple light sprays. Don't soak it to the point where it's going to be wet when the next group comes through. But give it a couple light sprays. Go ahead and get that sanitizer on the basket. It is something that the state parks have asked us to do. Okay? We will be using live scoring for this event. You should be used to it by now. pdga.com/score. The password is PWC2020, as in PacWest Classic 2020. It is mandatory for all groups. You should have cell service the whole time out at Willamette Mission State Park. It is Wheatland Disc Golf Course, obviously, at Willamette Mission State Park. You should have plenty of cell service no matter who your provider is. Just make sure someone that wants to do it the whole time jumps in on it. It is mandatory for every group. It makes it so much easier on Mike and the rest of the tournament staff that are doing the work, and so much quicker for us to get results to you. Plus, it's cool to see where you're at and compared to other people in your division. Okay. The whole rules are attached in an email that I sent out Thursday morning to everyone, so make sure you check whatever email you signed up for this tournament using. They are official. If it's not on that sheet, then it's not out of bounds. Remember, we're playing 20 holes, so you're going to play normal 1 through 11 at the Wheatland course, and then you're going to walk left after you play 11, and you'll play 2 holes that just kind of go down and then back. They're not hard to find. They're not long holes. It shouldn't be confusing at all. Those will be holes A and B, and then you'll go over and play 12 and continue and finish your round that way. Okay. Willamette Mission State Park, Wheatland Disc Golf Course. We know it can get kind of thick in some areas. Please make sure you're using a spotter when you feel you need to, and all groups need to use a spotter on hole 4, 5, and 7, mainly the second shot on 7. But please, for pace of play reasons, make sure that you're using a spotter on those holes. 4 and 5 are the big disc eaters. If you go right on either of those holes, you're asking to lose a disc. If you go early left on 5, you're asking to lose a disc. So let's just make sure we're using a spotter. Hole 5 and 9 are playing to some temporary baskets, so they're longer par 4s. They're usually really short par 4s, I would say, on the course. They are playing to baskets that have been extended by 100 or 150 feet in both cases, so they are a little bit more of legitimate par 4s, but those are temporary baskets, and the end of a baskets will either be pulled or they will be bagged, and it sounds like Mike's going to put some mock X's out there to use as temporary baskets on those 2 holes. Okay. As far as awards, there are no formal award ceremonies, so once you're done, you're free to leave. Amateurs, if you receive script, Roger should be there on site to do that. If not, then it's redeemable at the Tiger Discs shop. So you will find out more about that during check-in. I know Mike was still trying to finalize 1 or 2 things when it came to how the script was going to work, whether it was going to be on site or whether you could get done, drive to the Tiger Disc shop, and then you'd have the selection of all the discs in the store. Okay. Lastly, have fun. Be safe. Make sure we're keeping social distancing and things in mind. If you have any questions, message me or message Mike or the PacWest Classic Facebook page. Make sure we can help you answer those questions. And good luck, everyone. We'll see you on Saturday.